Greetings, everyone. We are here with the beginner Overwatch match. My name is Caden Crone, and I'm here with
Gray Landreth.
We are going to be your commentators for today, so hopefully we can deliver a enjoyable presentation, and hopefully you guys can pick up on some of the interesting words that we're bringing into this commentation.
And soon we'll be coming up with the bans. Soon we'll be coming into the bans. Let's take a look.
Yeah, control map. Already banning Oasis.
Oasis. Wow.
Antarctic.
That's
and what's going to be the final ban for today?
Samoa.
Those are really good bans. I do like those bans. I'm not seeing a trend in why they picked those bans. Oh, and looks like ILIOS is the pick for the map.
Immediately.
Ooh, that's a iffy map. Definitely a lot of time to be get booped off the map for sure.
Yeah, very high RNG map. Those Lucio boops, those hog hooks, anything. Those Pharah boops, very, very, very random map. In my opinion.
In your professional opinion.
In my professional opinion.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about Antarctic Peninsula getting banned? I personally am not really a fan. I enjoy. I'm an Antarctic Peninsula enjoyer, if I do say so myself.
I'm kind of there for the ban. I think it's up to however you play, but it's a relatively new map. So for a team, it's kind of hard to play together when you barely get to play it a whole lot, you know. Those old maps, Ilios, Oasis, Legion, the ones that don't get banned as frequently, you see they don't because there's more experience on the field. Same thing with Samoa. Samoa gets banned a lot. But going into our standings, we see Waynesville's at the very top.
That's what we like to see.
Hopefully it's about to be 2-0. Oh, we're loading in.
So what are we looking for in Waynesville's comp?
Well, Waynesville's comp, as we said, it's very boop heavy. If you don't know what boop means, it's kind of like pushes them off the map or
kind of area
position.
Control.
Exactly. So maybe a Lucio, Orisa, or if we're on well, I'd love to see a Hog. Very high intensity gameplay from Hog with those hooks off the map. Or maybe like let's see, some Brig, Pharah. I think Pharah is dominating on.
Leading off of that, I was about to say the exact same thing. If we're looking specifically on well, Pharah and Echo do extremely well playing the left side of well, taking that high ground. We are looking at a Zenyatta Mercy. Wow.
Looks like we are completely wrong.
Shows how good we are at guessing. Hey, shows we're all human. You know what they say.
Yeah, but we see that JQ, Reaper, and Junkrat. What an interesting comp. Not really playing for...
We have seen this Reaper before, though.
Yeah, the Reaper. Definitely very good. And Girthquake coming in this
If you guys tuned into last stream, you would have heard him.
Yep, you heard him, but avid Junkrat enjoyer. So hopefully we'll see some big plays. The Mercy Pocket, help keeping that Junkrat alive. Might be low healing for Waynesville, but I'm sure they can do something with that.
The Mauga's dashing in. Let's see here.
Ooh, the Zenyatta falls to the Mauga.
Can we get a good res here? I don't think he got the message.
I don't think he did at all. I will say with our composition with the Junkrat, Junker Queen, now the Ana and Reaper, it might make it hard for the Mauga.
He did miss the axe, but oh, good pull.
The Moira gets res for the opposing team. However, our Junker Queen does take the Mauga down. So
big! It already has fire.
It got tired for Junkrat. Wow.
That's what we like to see from Girthquake. Those off-spawn tires. Getting his ult so fast can be exponential in this game.
That it can be. But don't forget Neko on the Reaper. Still putting in lots of work, lots of damage, help taking out that Mauga.
Very good staggering that Reaper. That's a very good play from Waynesville. That's what we like to see. And for those of you who haven't turned in before or haven't played, what is staggering, Caden?
Oh, so for some context for y'all, staggering is when you kill the enemy way after you kill the rest of their team so they spawn in later. Very high-tech strategy. The Mauga falling to a good anti-hit from Archer the Ana. What a professional play right there.
That's what we like to see.
The Junker Queen ults finishing off the rest of them. However, Girthquake does fall.
Maybe a res coming out from the Mercy potentially?
Looks like the Mercy chooses not to res though because they do know with this team win, that's a waste of utility to res that because he can make it in time for the next fight.
That's what we like to see.
That's a good play. Seems like the Waynesville beginner team has definitely increased their game knowledge through this past week of practice.
And can you let the viewers know how exponentially and unquantifiable the importance of utility management is in a game like Overwatch.
I mean, they're like, no matter what I say, you'll never like.
Girthquake behind
Another tire. Oh my God. Killing the Life Weaver. Wow, what a play. Looks like Waynesville's gonna take this first point. Wow, what an unstoppable force Waynesville is right now. Girthquake seemed to like
Really putting
help
it out.
this team somehow. That Junkrat is just doing a lot for Waynesville. What an interesting play. Usually we don't like to see the Junkrat, but he seems to be doing a lot. 5k damage. Wow.
Alrighty. That's what we like to see. 12-1.
Only 2 deaths on the Waynesville, though. That's really, really strong. Lots of damage, lots of healing. Overall, really well-balanced team. But no deaths, which is very good, meaning we're winning a lot of these team fights.
So what do we think the difference in the performance is? Where is the problem from Central or the greatness from Waynesville coming from? What is making these two teams stand out?
Well, I think the reason that Waynesville's standing out here is probably just because they have a sheer amount of pressure here. They just have undeniable pressure from the Junkrat, the Reaper, and formerly the Junker Queen, who's now on Orisa. High pressure, high damage, and easy to get kills here. So it looks like Fox is struggling to understand how to beat that. I think they need to play together as a team without playing in close quarters up against this Junkrat.
And that right there, although simple, is extremely, extremely difficult. Because when you're looking at this, playing together, but not playing too close together is a very hard concept, especially when you're trying to output the damage like Fox is.
100%. And that's what makes the team, you know, make or break for sure.
Good javelin coming out of our tank.
Yeah. Girthquake already getting another pick, but he does fall. However, it looks like our Orisa's there to clean it up.
Big res.
Big, if you know, res stands for resurrection, bringing the teammate back into the fight.
And although Mercy is known to be not one of the lesser supports, moments like those is when she really shines through.
It looks like our beginner team here is, instead of choosing to go with a team comp more that like a professional team would use, kind of how we the experienced team likes to do. Looks like they're just playing into their strengths, which is a great way to play this, you know. If you can't figure out how to play with a certain comp, why waste the time when you already have good characters to play?
Hey, like the great football player once said, Aaron Rodgers, you gotta play it like it's backyard football. And that's what we're seeing, backyard football. When you're not wanting to use the best characters or you don't know how to use them, you rely on what you know you're good at. And in that case for Waynesville, it's a Junkrat, it's a Mercy, it's an Orisa.
Yeah, that it is. Interesting pick, but fun characters nonetheless. I can see why these are their characters, you know, very fun, very high engagement. And you can do so much, as you can see. Girthquake, 20 kills. Orisa, 18 kills. The Mercy, the reses all the time. That utility is just so fun, so impactful that you know that you're doing something each and every game. But a 3-piece from the Junkrat and a Orisa.
Good God, if Girthquake keeps playing like this, I might end a retiree by next season.
Girthquake might be taking Gray's spot next season. However, we're talking about all these big characters, but what about the foundational, like the Ana, like the Reaper? Although a little bit not as foundational as the Ana, those characters are just absolutely vital. Those anti-nades, those healings, the sleeps.
Those sleeps on the tank. Mm-hmm. One of the most underrated parts of this game is the Ana's capability to just hinder the other team.
Yeah.
Sometimes that small hindrance is all it takes. And once again, Girthquake.
Another tire coming out from Girthquake, absolutely dominating this.
Some would consider this Girthquake a Rector 5.
Wow, what an outstanding play from Girthquake out here. However, it looks like Fox is trying to get
big ult coming out from the Reaper on point, getting that. Oh wait, that was
Reaper's just trying to finish off that ride so he can't touch point.
Preemptive, like that's what we like to see.
Girthquake and the Ramatra now are just cleaning up the rest of point, and that's going to be a very smooth, great start for Waynesville on this first map. 2-0 on the map, leading us 1-0 for the series. What are your opinions?
Just outstanding gameplay coming from all of our team, especially Girthquake. As we can see here, 31 kills, 12,000 damage. He is having an exponential impact on today's game.
That he is. Like we said earlier, new to the team, been played in practice, but this is his first match. We can obviously see that he has no nerves whatsoever.
Now, after that first match there, what on Fox's side, do you think they can do better other than just positioning around each other?
I mean, they really got to start shutting down that Junkrat. You know, when you have somebody who's just doing so much and the team is revolving, you can see that Waynesville's revolving around that Junkrat. You just got to say, hey, we got to take out this Junkrat. Or they could take out the Mercy. The Mercy's really keeping that Junkrat alive. They take out either one of those, it should be a much easier push without that hard damage, that hard healing, those hard AoE, area of effects.
That's kind of the issue with a character like Junkrat, though. There isn't necessarily a perfect counter. When you're looking at counter picking, which is essentially changing your character to counter or make another character on the enemy team worse, there's not really one in particular other than maybe Genji that can completely shut down Junkrat other than positioning. And that's why we're seeing him thrive so well in this situation. When you're on the beginner team, when there's a lack of experience in terms of positioning, it's a lot easier for a character like Junkrat to thrive rather than an experienced lobby.
100% agree. I couldn't have said it better myself. As we're waiting in for this next match, I just like to thank you guys for tuning in. But make sure, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on those bell notifications.
And check us out next Thursday.
Yeah, next Thursday, where we, the experienced Overwatch team, is going against the only other 2-0 team in our division, Central Rebels. That should be a really, really good game, guys. Look forward to it. Put it on your calendars, make an alarm for it, and tune in for sure.
So now, after that first round of control, what are we looking at bans maybe for the next game mode, which is?
Next game would be Escort, I believe, unless I'm wrong. Bans, I think if I'm Fox here, which would be the team banning, I would love to see banning some of these more plain and fundamental maps that we're pushing here. I would ban maybe Route 66, Junkertown, HAVANA, or Circuit Royale. Those maps, really good for a Junkrat, really good for this Orisa. However, if I'm Fox, I'm hoping that we're playing Watch Point or a dive-heavy map because
I would love to see that, especially from the audience point of view. Dive maps are some of the funnest to watch and commentate on because there's always so much action.
Always is.
Are they over here? Are they in your backline or in the front? Look, it's a bird. No, it's a monkey on your face.
It is a Winston indeed. Now we see Fox banning Junkertown, Dorado, and Circuit Royale. It's almost like they were listening in. They definitely took some very, very good bans. It looks like they're kind of on the same train of thought we are here. Maybe they have a lot of good experience, good game knowledge from Fox. They're unable to put it into pressure. They weren't quite expecting a Junkrat. It's hard when you're an experienced person. You're expecting, I'm expecting this comp for this map. And then all of a sudden, you have these non-traditional, out-of-whack characters coming in. You're like, what do we do? Well, this is exactly what you do. Go back to your roots, like you said.
And that's some of the greatest points of Overwatch. Sometimes the best strategy is using the non-meta characters. People get so developed in understanding against the constant same characters that are used. So sometimes the best strategy is to go those out of whack characters like we've seen. So what do we think Waynesville is going to pick here?
Well, if I'm Waynesville, I haven't seen them run dive, so unfortunately I don't think we're going to see Watch Point.
I also don't see too much long range, so I think HAVANA and Route 66. That first one, Route 66, is a very range-heavy.
Yeah, not a lot of hit scan. If you don't know what hit scan is, it's just basically long range, no damage, fall off. So, your Ashe, your Soldier, you're more protected. Oh,
and we chose HAVANA.
Looks like you were wrong.
I was.
But I'd like to bring something up. The Junkrat and the Ramatra pick is what I'm expecting here. Because Junkrat can just fire down this long alleyway. You were saying maybe they don't have a whole lot of range. Yeah, but that range that they do have is really, really good. Really, really strong. Really, really high damage. I don't know if I'd be expecting a Reaper here if I'm Waynesville. I'd, like we said earlier, more hit scan, something along those lines to help balance that short damage from the Junkrat and add some long range. With the Mercy, that pocket could be very, very good.
Very huge, very huge. Especially in the case of like a Soldier or once again, a Ashe.
100% agree with you there. Well, it looks like we're having some teams are definitely figuring out some plans in this time that they have. This little 5 minutes here. I can tell you, as an experienced team, we definitely did that before. When we lost our match, that first match, we definitely took some good time. So I definitely like to see from Fox. They're definitely coming up with an idea on, hey, how do we beat this? Or how do we at least put in our best efforts to have a chance to beat this, you know?
And sometimes that brief 5 minutes is all you need. That sit down moment with your team where you say, "Hey, we lost the first one. Let's bring it back. Let's lock in." And that might be what we see here from Fox. And I really do hope. That's all we hope as casters. Obviously, we're a little biased towards, our favorite team. But, we love to see a competitive match that is neck and neck. That's what we strive for. That's what the audience wants to see. That's what is the best to cast. That's all we really want. And that's what I truly believe we will see on this next map.
Yeah, like you were saying, Fox, you got to reset. Like pulling out a fresh sheet of linen out the washer. You got to wash it, make it brand new again, and hey, try again, Ain't nothing bad with trying. We're loading in here today. As you guys can see, top left, Waynesville up that first match on ILIOS, Fox on 0. Only our second match, however, looks like we kind of have an idea on how this is going to go. Well, so we're about to see what Waynesville's going to pop out, but maybe not on what Waynesville's going to pop out. What's Fox going to pop out?
Okay, we are seeing a Brigette here. A soldier, I believe. So we were correct when we made that hit scan assumption.
Yeah. Did see those hit scans. Definitely what I like to see. However, weren't able to see a whole lot. So hopefully when the match gets closer to starting, we'll definitely be able to see some more. But,
Hey, while we're here, we love to see those breaks.
There we go.
Here we go.
See, back with the Junkrat. Oh, maybe
is that an Echo?
Kiriko and Ramatra. See,
that is Echo, what I like to see. Heavily underrated in the hit scan category. She's not quite a hit scan, but she's one of the best hybrid characters. Her primary shot, her little pew pew, as some would say, is both good for steady constant damage as well as up close damage.
Yeah, I just like to mention Leprechaun, aka the Echo, is in for Neko, who was on Reaper previously. Leprechaun is known to be a little bit more on the hit scan side of things. So that should be very good and beneficial for us. We see Fox has a Widow, so make sure Waynesville watch their heads. Leprechaun and Girthquake taking him out. Leprechaun already putting in that work, showing us why he's on this team. I mean, first 5 seconds in the match and already getting 2 picks. Looks like we might have a competition between Girthquake and Leprechaun. See who can get the best stats and do the most for the team here.
And if you guys tuned in last time, you would know that Ramatra right now is one of the strongest characters. It's constant pressure. It's constant shield. No matter what, you are always in some way hindering the enemy team. So we really love to see it coming out of Waynesville.
However, we did see a little bit of a nerf on Ramatra. With the armor nerfs, we know that his kit is mainly based off of armor. With these armor nerfs, is a little bit less tanky. However, he is still 100% predominant. So maybe if you guys tune in Thursday for the experienced team, you guys will see a different character than Ramatra played by yours truly right here. But once again, Waynesville already a minute in and looking very, very strong up against Fox. However, Fox going behind, trying a new strategy. However,
Leprechaun.
Wow,
he really has a license to eliminate here. He is doing so much for this team, and already in the short moments he's been on, he has had a dramatic impact.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, what more do you say? But like, wow, it's really hard to go up against that when looks like Fox hasn't pulled out a hit scan yet. However, they do take out Leprechaun and Girthquake. This is their time to push. If Fox
this is the Reinhardt. Interesting pick coming out of the Reinhardt because typically Ramatra is used to counter Reinhardt.
Now, I'm not a huge fan of that Ryan pick. However, if it is their strengths, they might as well do it. Reaper going behind, taking out Leemy on the Brig. Good play. However, Girthquake taking out the Reaper and does have Tire. Maybe we'll see Tire coming out. Coalescence used from Fox.
And I love to see out of Girthquake how he's not going for the big tires. He's not going for the 3-piece. Every single tire is a consistent 1 kill, and that's what we like to see. Not going for the flashy play, but playing fundamental Overwatch.
Yep. What a spray. Kind of looks like you.
Wow. Waynesville really is looking like a well-formed, oiled mechanism out here.
That they are.
Big Ramakra punches. He's looking like Muhammad Ali.
I would say more of Mike Tyson with the absolute power that he delivers with those punches.
I would agree.
Maybe not fast, but that power. See a copy coming from Leprechaun, taking out the Reaper with the Reaper copy. Wow, what a strong play. Leemy finishing it up for the team on the brig. However, they forgot to kill one person, the Moira, and she kind of snuck up on Card a little bit. 1 minute left on the clock. Moira falls for Fox. And unless I'm mistaken, I don't think Waynesville's really had a huge struggle here so far.
I truly have not seen it thus far, up until that last little push from Fox.
Yeah.
And we might be able to see one more of those. There's a Widowmaker. That might increase their chances. What a character with such a dramatic impact. Give your opinion on the amount of impact Widowmaker.
Only a dramatic character if you're consistent. You know, we've dealt with it. Other teams have dealt with it. It's hard if, you get one kill here, don't get a kill for 2 minutes. You have to make sure to constantly get kills.
And if you want to see good Widowmaker and see what that pressure looks like, we can see Captain CSN on the experienced Overwatch team this Thursday.
This Thursday.
A two-piece
Two-piece from Girthquake. Once again, getting those fundamental kills. It looks like Waynesville already team-wiped Fox.
Wow.
Couldn't even get to the first point.
Girthquake is acting like a kidney out here, filtering out all the enemies in his path.
Yeah. Wow, that was strong.
Taking a look at the stats, Girthquake is 17-1. Wow.
Yeah, 17-1. Having the most kills, the most damage. Wow, Girthquake might be an upcoming experienced player. Looks like we might be taking yet another one from the beginner team. What a bunch of talent for the upcoming years,
And that's really what you like to see from the experienced Overwatch team. When you're seeing your peers accelerate at such a fast rate, going, unexperienced one day or new beginner, and then the next day being able to perform at such a high level, you really love to see it coming from Waynesville.
Absolutely. I mean, however,
we are seeing a Tracer and a BAP. Wow.
And the Cassidy from Girthquake.
Completely
another hit scan
changing
character. One of Captain CSN's true characters, one of his favorites.
It really brings out the best in him.
It really does. Now, as much as we're talking about as the beginner team growing, I just like to thank our experienced team, everyone on the team, for helping coach these guys, On these Mondays, these Wednesdays, when we have practice days, we like to tune in to how they're doing. We talk to them. Even Captain CSN shared some of his comps that they had to kind of give what characters are really good. That's what we like to see. We like to see that coaching coming from the students. It's the student leadership right there in its finest.
And hey, you know what they say? You only perform as good as the people around you. If you are a slow racer and I'm racing with Usain Bolt every day, I'm going to naturally grow to his level. And that's what we're seeing in the beginner varsity team now. They're constantly playing with newer, more experienced Overwatch players, and that is accelerating their gameplay so much.
100%. Looks like Waynesville getting a strong push. However, Leprechaun does fall on the Tracer. We talked about him being on hit scan, but now they swap. Girthquake's on the hit scan, trying to throw us off on purpose, it seems like. However, the fight's even. Fox is down the Life Weaver. We're down the Brig. Very even fight. The bat, though,
wow.
being able to do consistent.
What an impact that JQ knife can have. Completely pulled Malga around the corner, and that allowed for a free kill.
That it did. However,
you can see from Fox, they really, really enjoy this Malga pick.
That they do.
Why do you think that is, Caden?
I mean, he's a very strong, fundamental character. You shoot, get them burned, get those critical hits, and once they're burning, all your hits are critical, which then gives him healing. It's very easy to stay alive for, and so I can't blame them for playing Malga. However, I think there's characters who can do a little bit more and better ways than Malga can, but hey, I can't blame them for that. I think if they're new to the game, or if they just found a character who they like, might as well go for it,
I think it's a battle of oppression here, really, from this JQ and Malga. Which tank can oppress the other characters more? We can see the Malga stomping, burning, critical hits, healing, non-stop, and we can also see the JQ constantly pulling the tank and other characters out of position. And can we see a big ult here?
Big ult, giving the enemy team no healing, what that purple status means, as well as getting in there, delivering bleed effect to heal their own JQ. both these tanks can heal themselves. So it was very, very strong to stay in. And it looks like that JQ is all they needed. However, we have a pause from the game. Some technical difficulties going on. So please stay with us through this.
I think from Waynesville's point of view, we have had really exceptional ult usage. What's your opinion on that?
100% agree. I'm not sure what's going on here. It looks like the team from Fox has just left the game entirely. I'm sure their internet went out or something. I'm not really sure what's going on. So
this is what you hate to see, man. Like, as broadcasters, we love to see good competition. And when you see internet outages or unfair advantages, things of that nature that make it to where it's not a fun experience for everyone, you really hate to see it.
100%, yeah. I'm just here for a good time with Gray and all of you guys. But, so hopefully you guys stay with us through this break. We're not sure how long this is going to take or anything. But what's a fun game we can play?
I think we go back to the words we were using. For those of you who have tuned in thus far, we can now give you some of the words. What were some of the words, Caden, that we used?
Yes, the game. Before we get to those words, I just want to talk about these upcoming matches going on at the same time. The Waynesville Tigers Rocket League varsity team going on right now. Go tune into that stream while we're on a short break. Beginner going on right now as well. Experience going up against the Central Rebels Thursday, October 3rd. Tune in, set an alarm, because that's going to be a good game. Like I said earlier, both teams are 2-0.
Yes, sir.
6-0 on the records. So how it works is 2-0 on the matches, but every match is best out of 5. So 3-0 looks full sweep from both the Tigers and the Rebels. So hopefully we're looking in for a really, really good match. Your commentators are going to be great as they always are. There should be full of excitement, full of entertainment on Thursday. You guys should expect a really, really good game, and hopefully Tigers can come out on top. But yeah, back to what we were talking about. Some of our words we had: context, plain, linen, kidney. So
license.
Yeah, we did have license. So if you had a list of what words you thought might be our special words, there's some of our words for you guys.
The Rocket League broadcasters that they might have had a serious internet problem because they also left the game on accident. So maybe there was a mass power outage, maybe an internet problem, something of that nature.
Yeah, we're not entirely sure, but looking and seeing this, both teams dropped out from Fox. Definitely an internet or definitely power outage. So we just want to give you guys a little bit more context on these words that we use as commentators or you guys are going to see. So tank, it's a one role per team. The tanks are the big guys, the ones with the most HP, as you kind of get from the word. They tank. They take the most damage. However, they also deal a lot of good damage. A good tank takes good damage, called damage mitigated. That stat's usually high on the far right. But they also deliver a lot of damage. If a tank has a lot of deaths, that's not very good at all. Their tank is not the backbone, but more the front of the team, They're the one leading the charge, They're kind of like the commander. Usually the tanks are the IGL, in-game leader, calling the shots, calling the plays on how you do it. So for me, I'm the tank, so I can speak from that experience. I'm also the IGL. So mid-match, we'll be talking, and we'll be, hey, push this guy, or let's take a swing on the right, and instead of going for their tank, let's go for their backlines, which would be their supports. So going into their supports, the supports are the healers. They provide healing, but they also do damage. They also have other things. So Lucio is going to give some speed, Zenyatta some damage boost, or Ana like we were talking about. Stopping the other team from healing. Very, very crucial. Gray, as a DPS player yourself, could you talk about what that is for us?
So DPS might be the most one-dimensional and kind of boring, some would put it, but I disagree. I think the essence of DPS is that constant pressure. If you don't have a strong main DPS and that constant pressure isn't there, it makes it so much easier. Similar to kind of the support role. If you have a really good DPS on the other team, it is so hard to function. If every time I look around a corner, I'm getting beamed down by a soldier, it's just that pressure and the picks you get that you support off of your tank, that is a crucial moments that define a good DPS. The amount of pressure you can consistently provide for your team on the enemy team, and the amount of picks you can get off and playmakes you can get off of your tank.
100%. You guys saw Girthquake in that first round and partially that second round with Leprechaun as well. Those are two of our DPSs as well as Neko. Those guys are all providing high pressure, making Fox really, really struggle to push past that, and we saw that there. It looks like our tank is going to be... Ooh, I'm trying to remember his name. His name is Ethan, but I don't...
Mock Speed.
Mock Speed. Thank you, Gray. I didn't quite remember that. He's our tank for the game. He's the Orisa, the Junker Queen, the Ramatra. Those 3 looks to be his characters. Our DPS, Girthquake, obviously likes to be playing the Cassidy, or the Junkrat. Those seem to be his main 2. Leprechaun, I know he likes Soldier. I've seen it in practice. He likes Echo, and then Neko is really liking that Reaper. We have on the support roster, we have Archer, who's been playing a lot of the Ana lately.
We have seen that.
We for sure have seen that. We've seen Eggshells. She's been playing a lot of Mercy lately. And then we did see the Brig coming out.
We did see that at the very beginning of the round. And
Yeah.
we saw it all through the last match. What's your opinion on that Brig map? Because typically we see Brig on push, yeah. But we see it in more close quarters maps where that
Yeah,
AoE healing gets used.
I mean, it's really, really good. I don't know exactly if I'd agree with the Brig there. And just FYI, Brig is the also known as Leemybug is their username. I just I don't know if I necessarily 100% agree with it on this map. However, it worked out just fine for Waynesville, so I really can't complain. You know, Eggshells was in.
Now we got information that Fox is on their way back, so we might get back into this game real soon.
Hopefully so.
Oh,
Yep.
and it is confirmed they did have a internet outage.
Yeah. Look at how smart we're predicting that from the get-go. You know, but we saw Eggshells get swapped out for Leemy to get that Brig instead of that Mercy. Definitely like to see that. And then Neko getting swapped out for Leprechaun in between that first and second match. We're liking to see that the Waynesville team captain and IGL Ethan, as far as I'm aware, the tank, Mock Speed, doing a lot of work to making sure everyone's getting good playing time. Everyone's being able to be held at the same caliber that everyone else is, because you know what they say, you're only as strong as your weakest link.
Hey, and you know what they say? Life is all about turning negative experience into positive ones. That's what we're hoping for Fox here. We are hoping that this small power outage, this minor setback, can launch them into the far future. We are hoping this tiny break can allow them to gather their thoughts and really collect as a team to put up an amazing fight, an amazing broadcast.
100%. It's really difficult to come back from these things, but it is very doable. You know, these internet outages can be a huge distraction, and you can be real focused on trying to get back in. But hopefully, they took this time while they were waiting for internet to come back and be like, hey, what's our strategy here? You know, maybe went to the whiteboard. They said, hey, let's draw out this plan. We know what map we're on. We know what our next game mode is if we lose this or if we win this. Let's somehow bring this back, you know, even if they only win one round or if they only win one match, that's still better than getting full swept. You know, we love to see good matches, as we said before.
Coming into the second part of the round, we are now equipped with a new set of words. So once again, keep track, keep in mind, and at the end, give your opinions and thoughts in the comments below on what words you think we were using that were random. Oh, I believe we are coming back. I hear the game audio.
Yep, we are.
Love to see it. Love to see it.
Looks like we did have to reset this match, though, because it looks like, you know, the internet outage definitely messed some things up. So it's kind of unfortunate for Waynesville, because Waynesville definitely seemed to be dominating this match before. So hopefully Waynesville can do it again. But, you know, as we say before, I want to see Fox come back with something new. You know, cap this first point. That's better than last time. Last time they only capped.
Oh, we are seeing a double fly comp. This is pretty interesting coming from Waynesville.
Yeah,
Triple fly if you include the Mercy.
Yeah, Waynesville swapping it up. You know, we talked about the Pharah before. Very, very good, very, very strong. We didn't really talk a whole lot about the Echo, but we didn't need to talk about it when we saw it right there, you know. It was just kill after kill after kill, high pressure, high pressure. But this Mercy, very, very good. I like to see it, because with
Maybe a pharmacy.
Flying characters is hard to hit or hard to heal. So with that, Mercy healing, that constant beam that you can't miss, very good. And she can play in air with them. Pharmacy, if we ever say it, FYI, it's just a Pharah Mercy combo. It's just a little shortened abbreviation for you guys. Alright, starting up this round again. Looks like Fox comes out with the same character, same composition that they started with last time. Yeah, Girthquake on the fly.
Wow.
New character, already getting a solid pick. Telling us that break didn't do nothing to him. Didn't mess him up in the slightest. Came back a newer, a better, a stronger man.
And we have not seen too much Farah. So for those new to Overwatch or new listeners, Farah's abilities are her passive. She can fly. She has a missile as her primary shot. She can dash in air. She can reset and shoot into the air. And she also has her impulse, and that impulse can make a lot of clearance for her team. That is used as a boot. It can completely move a team and create that space. That way a team is able to move or not move into a certain section.
Are an in-air unit. Very, very good for the team. Very strong. And, Fox hasn't been using those hit scans. Kind of seems to be their problem here. Maybe these hit scans could be very good for him as they fall for yet another team fight. Moira falls, then the Malga falls. What a struggle Fox is going through right now, Hate to say it, but it kind of looks like they're slowly decaying as time goes on, I need them to reset, get back into it, and hopefully they can get into this game again. We're looking at it. They are getting these kills, Arissa just fell, but they're not able to capitalize off these. Waynesville's just doing so good to get as many kills as they are, doubling the kills, tripling the kills even. But, Leemy goes down, no res for Waynesville. Fox is popping out the ultimates, the support ultimates, both of them used in one fight. If Fox needs to win a fight, it's this fight. Archer falls on the Mercy. Girthquake using Farah ult, getting 2, however, does fall. Very winnable. Leprechaun does fall. Waynesville looks to be down most of the team. Just the Orisa here getting staggered from the rest of the team.
Let's talk about this ult usage we just saw. Typically, in most situations, we don't see the Echo copying the tank. And for those at home, once again, the new listeners, that is because when Echo copies as her ult, she has a HP limit. So what's your opinion on our Echo copying that Malga?
It worked out fine this time, but definitely be cautious of how it works out next time, That 350, 400 HP cap, very hard to do. Malga popping the ultimate. Reaper comboing with the Malga. Very, very strong. Malga keeping him in check with that cage. Reaper, high damage with the Death Blossom. Getting 2 picks. Killing the D.Va next. This is what I want to see from Fox. Wow, they what a
fantastic push. So where do you think this newfound confidence and push came from? I think it might have came from the Lifeweaver.
I mean, maybe we saw the Lifeweaver before, and I don't know how much it really did. I'm thinking this Moira, personally. This Moira is doing so much damage. We talked about supports earlier, healing, but they also do so much damage. Moira does so much damage, very hard.
After 15 buffs to her damage, it's still going on, ladies and gentlemen. What is going through Blizzard's head? Because now we have an issue on our hands.
It is definitely difficult. Definitely blurring that line of, is it a support or is it not? But Waynesville kind of losing this team fight here. However, Fox isn't playing on point. Now they are. Very, very good. Girthquake on the Sombra now. Leprechaun on the Soldier. That Soldier hit scan, like I was talking about earlier. This is what we usually see from him. He definitely shows up here. Sombra, though, interesting pick. Trying to get these out of position folks from Fox. Should be very, very good. I'm liking that Waynesville swapping up. Another fight coming up. Reaper going down for the early pick with Waynesville.
I mean, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That is the philosophy from Waynesville. Like, there's no other way to put it.
Yeah.
You fall back onto those old characters, and as we can see, it's working out here. This hit scan damage. Oh, wait. Malga is pushing.
Fox coming back with that Lifeweaver, that Moira ult. Those supports really doing a lot for Fox. Supporting the team. Dude, they're taking them out here. Fox, they came back, and they're immune to these swaps that Wayne's doing. Swap into the Soldier. Swap into the Sombra. They seem to be absolutely coming back here. I love to see this. This is the good game that we've been hoping for, ladies and gentlemen. Fox already capping the second point. Way better than they were doing last time. Last time, they didn't even get to the first point. Now they're on the second point.
I think this could be a result from that power out, or from their internet outage.
Yeah, 100%. Full support's falling from Waynesville in this team fight again. Waynesville needing to regroup here. However, Leprechaun getting caught behind, using an ultimate. Not a huge fan of that. The team's already gone. You might as well just die so you don't stagger yourself. If you stagger yourself, your team has a lower chance of coming back together. more time means more payload pushing from Fox. And if you didn't know, payload's the objective of this game. It's that moving cart that Fox is playing around. You try to get it from point A to point B with these side points in between, giving you more time.
We can see the Bastion on Fox is really making a difference here, dropping a ludicrous amount of damage.
100%. Leemy swapping to the Zenyatta to help take care of that. Kills the Reaper, but does fall an even game. Dude, another tree coming out. However, Sombra ult taking care of it. You know, what good ult taking care of all of that. That might be what we needed to get in there. Mach speed.
Truly Mach speed.
Yeah, doing a lot on this Junker Queen. Seems to be his character choice.
And he pulled that Reaper away from his team, making his entire family lineage proud.
What a strong play right there from the Junker Queen. Using that knife to definitely keep the team alive. As much as you can use it to kill the other team, you can use it to help your other team. That Reaper in his ult Death Blossom doing so much damage in the AoE. Getting taken care of.
I personally love to see this Zenyatta pick. After the recent buffs, the Discord Orb can cause so much havoc.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with you here, but 1 minute 30 left for Fox. Not a whole lot farther to go. Waynesville needs to lock it in here. Leemy getting caught out of position once again. On the Zenyatta position, so important. However, Girthquake, Leprechaun, those DPS putting in that work. Taking care of the Mauga, taking care of the Bastion. Reaper trying to do something about the Leprechaun. However, with Archer's healing and with the absolute skill from Leprechaun, not a whole lot this Reaper can do.
And like you said, this is a very hard point to push. Like you said, time running down, tick, 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 tick. Going away, we currently have 55 seconds left.
That we do. Zenyatta ult coming out. Lots of healing. Very impossible to kill almost. So, strong ultimate. Very good keeping the team alive. Superb usage there from Waynesville.
Can I just say how happy I am that skins are allowed this year?
Yeah, the skins are very nice. Adds a little bit of character to each individual person. You know, in the professional leagues, you don't get to see that, but I'm loving seeing that here. Girthquake getting another kill on the Life Weaver. Mach speed taking out the other tank, Mauga.
Potentially big tire coming from Girthquake.
Another fundamental one-person kill again. That's all you need. These people go for 3, 4, but end up getting none. All he's doing is getting that one kill. Moira and Reaper are the only two left alive for Fox with 10 seconds left on the clock. Fox gonna have to figure something out here. Leprechaun, Leemy getting 2 early picks on the Moira and the Reaper. I don't know if Fox is gonna be able to come back with this. If so, they're gonna have to have a big ultimate. Codman on Life Weaver falling down. Leprechaun killing the Mauga. And that's gonna be that round, ladies and gentlemen.
That's what we love to see coming out of Fox, capping a whole 2 points.
100%. 2 points halfway through that to that third point. You know, what a strong performance. Looking at the stats here, you know, Leprechaun putting in 10k damage, but Mach speed also putting in 10k. Leprechaun and Mach speed going hand in hand right here for this race to see who's going to have the better stats. But not to mention this healing. We see Fox having a little bit more healing compared to Waynesville. You know, that strong Moira, that strong Life Weaver, both high healing. But Moira, if you saw her damage, had 5k damage and 6k healing. You know, that is absolutely insane. Greg, can you talk about that damage to healing ratio for Moira?
Hey, once again, when we really talk about the Moira and her recent buffs, it seems as though that every patch we see is just another Moira damage buff. So even though when a Moira can drop exponential healing, we see it more often than not that a Moira is dropping exponential damage. It takes no aim. You just have to get in the area and start holding down that trigger, and then it just damage and damage. It's one of the most consistent characters to get easy picks, because the moment someone's low, it is near impossible to get away or out heal that Moira bead.
Yeah, 100%. Checking in with how the Rocket League game went. Unfortunately, the Tigers struck a devastating loss there. You know, but we love to see that they're still trying hard. You know, the first round was very difficult for them, but they got better over time. You know, Fox scored less goals on them. We scored more goals, starting from a 1-10 loss into a 3-4 loss. You know, that's improvement right there. That is what we like to see from the Waynesville Tigers. Good sportsmanship, good dedication. Back into the Overwatch game though. Mach speed getting in there, getting 4 kills early on. However, there's a Reaper behind taking care of both the supports. You know, it may not have won them that fight from Fox, that Reaper play, but it definitely staggered Waynesville. If the rest of Fox gets back in time, which unfortunately they don't, but they could have done a lot there. And also, it looks like Fox, that Reaper especially, is kind of starting to figure out how do we win this. And looks like they might be on the train of thought.
I personally love this Baptiste pick. We see it in other great teams, such as our lifelong rivals.
Our arch enemy, Wellington Napoleon. It is the team that stopped the Experience team from going to state last year. You know, hopefully we get to beat them this year, but they had a really good Baptiste. Having those windows, amplification matrix is the name of it, also known as window. It just amplifies all damage, all projectiles going through. And they had another DPS on the Sojourn, Milkman Mason. Shout out to Wellington Napoleon. Very great people, very strong, very, very well-rounded team. They did so much with that combo. I'm hoping to see maybe not with the Sojourn from Waynesville, but with that Soldier. Soldier BAP, the auto aim from the Soldier ult, the BAP window amplifying.
What a fantastic ult combo. Among other things, Baptiste also has an immortality field that can give extra life and has just insane amounts of healing output.
Yeah, you know, we're looking at these stats. Waynesville's looking improving their stats overall. They're getting more kills. They may not be getting more damage, but they're getting more kills. And at the end of the day, what damage is there to get if the entire opposing team is dead?
Agreed. Girthquake. We are seeing it from all angles. We're seeing Girthquake, Mach Speed. And every level of gameplay we are seeing Waynesville succeed at here.
Yep, that well-balanced play coming out from Waynesville. Already capping that first point.
Wow, what great accuracy coming from Leprechaun. I could wipe him up at this point. This is truly insane.
Well,
oh, we are seeing
Reaper ult getting 2 picks. However, Moxby taking care of business as he does. And then the Girthquake fall. It is 2 people up for Waynesville. Moxby using the ultimate but only hits the Mauga. If they can kill the Mauga, that'd be winnable. But the life grip, strong character there. We're starting to see Lifeweaver come out a little bit more. Waynesville might end up losing this fight with the Baptiste falling. Oh, but however, Leprechaun popping that Soldier ult, getting 2-3 picks. Wow, what a play.
What a play.
Yeah, I mean, outstanding play right there, 100%.
Girthquake. Once again, we're seeing him with this tire. Is he going to go for that fundamental 1%? Or can we see a potential 3 to 4 piece? That Rip Tire has so much outplay ability. Do you want to speak on that? How much high skill cap it is?
I mean, he's showed us... Ooh, Zenyatta ult coming out. Zenyatta got low. I'm not a huge fan of that ult, though. Zenyatta was in cover. Still popping ult to save his life, though, or her life. Girthquake with the tire. Oh, what's he gonna get? Oh, 2 kills. Once again, showing those absolute domination with those tires. What a play. With just Girthquake, Junkrat, and Junker Queen left. Just Junker Queen versus Moira. Who's gonna win this fight? Junker Queen looks to be the stronger person here. Not to be surprised. However, this Moira is putting up a threat. Leprechaun coming in to help our Junker Queen out. And that's gonna be the second. Oh, never mind. Looks like...
Wow, they made it back.
Getting a good touch. Oh, popping the Mauga. Oh, popping the...
3.
Oh. However, Mach Speed doing a lot. Mach Speed does fall. Leemy falling. Is Fox going to be able to hold this point with 0.06 meters left?
What a strong play. And none of this would have been possible without that Moira. What a crucial part of the Moira role. Having that touchability with her fade. And it's truly exceptional.
Yeah, putting high pressure. Leprechaun caught out of position. However, that Lifeweaver goes in for the kill and does fall. That's an early good pick from Waynesville. They can engage on this fight. We're looking to be strong here.
What an angle coming from Girthquake. And wow, just absolutely rolling that Reaper.
Absolutely denying him. That strong burst damage coming out from Girthquake on the Junkrat. Moira back on point. However, in a 5v1 situation, I'm not sure there's a whole lot this Moira can do. She's probably going to fall here soon. She's staying alive a lot longer than I expected. I'm not sure Waynesville knows that she's alive still. No, I lied. Leprechaun taking care of business. Reaper coming in with
already
the ult.
had ult again.
Wow, killing Girthquake. Him and Girthquake. Shadowmaste on the Reaper. Girthquake on the Junkrat are just having ult after ult after ult. But Mach Speed, 48 kills. Gonna drop a 50 bomb this game, most likely. Wow. However, we still see Leprechaun. Same amount of damage as Mach Speed. As much as Mach Speed's getting the kills, Leprechaun is doing damage. 15k each. That's really strong. Yeah. Girthquake on the Reaper now, no longer the Junkrat. He really wanted to match that Reaper and show him, hey, I've got this one.
This is truly impressive. The amount of cyclability we are seeing with these ults. It's just ult after ult after ult. And that is one of the best things as a viewer, to see how fast you can get this ult. And there's nothing better than that feeling of having an ult that can change the game.
100%. You know, when you get the 5-piece or even the 1-piece that really changes the flow of the tide for your team, you just know that, hey, I did that. You know, a little pat on the back for yourself and back into the match, but it's really strong. Mach Speed hitting these knives across the map, really, really strong. Back to watching Leprechaun, though. Mach Speed getting the ult in there. Leprechaun having the visor up. Strong combo, no healing for the team. Leprechaun with the soldier ult for the auto aim. Looks like Waynesville is going to take this match. Saving a few ultimates that weren't needed. Strong match compared to that first time around. Before the internet outage, Fox was kind of just not doing really good. You know, they were struggling really hard. But now, they at least put up a fight. Even though they may not have won, they put up a fight. A support play of the game from Leemybug. Let's see what's going on here. There you go. Getting that Harmony Orb up for the healing. Maybe a few kills. Oh, taking out the Widow. Then maybe taking out the Reaper. Oh, 2 kills. That's a good play of the game right there. Showing that healing and that damage coming from Zenyatta like you were talking about earlier. I'm loving to see what's going on in this game. This is a really good game. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, if you want to see a good game, tune in Thursday. Subscribe for more good games. Like this video because you like this game and you like your commentators. And
especially me. Especially. And like Aiden's been saying all day, put on that alarm. It's so easy in a busy life to, you know, forget things like this. And we would really appreciate it as the players to have some people watching.
Yeah.
Watching us perform.
100%. You know, when I finish my match, I like to, you know, discuss how my match went. But then I'll ask Coach Lambert and I'll be like, hey, how many viewers did we have? Or maybe I'll check on myself. And, you know, he'll always tell us good numbers. And it makes me happy to see that even if we win, even if we don't win, you know, people at least enjoyed the game or tuned in to support us. You know, maybe you guys didn't enjoy us, but don't tell us that. It might hurt our feelings. But at least you guys tuned in for us, you know. So thank you guys all for that support. I really just want to thank you guys as the viewers. You know, as much as we're doing to try and put on a good show for you guys, both the beginner, the experienced, the Rocket League, whatever
really
you
appreciate
for.
you.
Thank you guys for showing up for us. Thank you.
Now, Caden, do we want to tell them the words of that game?
Oh, I might have forgot most of them. I think you tell us this time.
All right. So we heard words such as wife, decay, and many others that we kind of forgot about because we may have wiped it off the way.
I know Immune was here.
We have a special interview coming from all the way upstairs at the something level Overwatch.
Into it. What do I say?
All right, so here, who are we here with?
Um,
And you primarily play the Ana role, right? All right, how are you feeling playing that Ana role?
I think I play really passive, to be honest. Like, I don't like to be, like, aggressive when I play. Like, I kind of like to stay back just to make sure everyone's alive.
Yeah, that's definitely very good from the Ana. But I'm really liking what I'm seeing out there, you know. Aren't you in band?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have a competition, well, myself included, this Saturday, right? Yeah, we're going to Valhalla in Springfield, so please wish us luck. You know, wish your Tigers luck in everything we do, but, you know, those ones who are on the esports team and on the band and everything we do, make sure you guys wish them luck. But how are you feeling about going up against Fox, Archer?
Honestly, so far I think we're doing pretty well. I know we had like a little bit of like not good composition at the beginning of our restarted second game, so
Yeah.
I think we fixed it though. Definitely, we had to come through. As Aaron, he went off of Junkrat to give them some space, and then he's like, the second I go off Junkrat, I get killed like 4 times, and then he went back.
Yeah, he's definitely doing a lot on that Junkrat.
Yeah.
How did that internet outage affect you guys? Because Fox was definitely not doing so well that first time around. But second time they capped 2 points. How did that affect you guys as a team?
I think like the random like interruption probably just put us off a little bit. And then we just got right back into our group right after, so.
I'm glad to see you guys got back into your groove. Thank you very much for joining us, Archer. Best of luck for the rest of your beginner team. All right.
Now, we are getting into match number 3, and we are looking at the hybrid game mode. What maps are we expecting and would want to be banned?
Well, Hybrid, if you don't know, quick rundown for what it is. It's a mix of both Control and Escort, the two game modes that you guys have seen before and just saw. Control, you got to cap the 1 point, and you full cap it, and then you get the payload. You have to cap 2 points from then on, and that's the match. Blizzard World, early ban coming out from Fox. Fox doesn't seem to like these high ground dominated. Once again, I was going to say Numbani. Band. If I was gonna make a guess, Hollywood's gonna be the next band. I don't know.
Extremely height dominated with all those buildings to get on top of. I personally am extremely biased and love Midtown.
What map are you thinking they're gonna ban?
I'm thinking maybe Pariso.
Yeah, I actually don't know how to pronounce that one. That's why I didn't guess. But yeah, it looks like the third band's coming in. We're just waiting a little bit for that one.
I'm hearing Midtown.
Oh, you were right. That
big pick. I'm hoping for Midtown. I personally am biased because that was a game that I dropped. Started off, it goes how you can go brick to brick to brick to brick and start building houses. I was starting off 1-7, and then I turned a 1-7 start to a 50-8 elim to KD ratio.
I was there to see that one. Yeah, I was also struggling, but then we came back. Eichenwalde is the pick of the game. So what whatever. But German map. So if you let's give it our best guess on how to pronounce this in a good German way. I'll go first, taking 2 German classes. Hopefully I don't embarrass myself. Eichenwalde. That's how I would pronounce it.
Hey, same here. 2 German classes with Miss McJordan. Love that. Perfect teacher. Really, really strong. I'm gonna go Eichenwalde.
Hey, who knows which one of us is right?
So we're seeing here. Fox really has a potential to rise to the occasion and make an extreme comeback. I really have faith. We saw them at the end of that last round, really making some beautiful plays.
Yeah, they're going up that ladder really quickly. However, it looked like they hit a slump for that match, though. As soon as they came back, they came up, climbing up that ladder real quickly, and then they hit a slump. They slowly started to fall down. You could almost call it seasonal, even, seasonal on how it was, really enjoying that season, and all of a sudden, boom, new season. You're like, oh, what do I do? Time change, something like that.
I think there's really a lesson to be learned from this, that you have to be able to adapt. It might be unlawful, but sometimes there's never really a consistent amount of characters. There's never a consistent character that's always going to be good. You just really have to adapt. And I think that's the quarrel that we see today. Can you adapt to the new season, or can you not?
I think you used quarrel wrong there. Quarrel's an argument. I don't know if you should consider that an argument. More of a fundamental question, one of those rhetorical questions like we're learning in class right now. Rhetorical question. How do you answer that? What do you do? It's up to what you want to do. You pluck away at those. How do you do that? Do you hop in the rail car and do you just drive away, or do you stand there and challenge it heel to heel? What do you do?
And we're gonna see what Fox is gonna do here in just a minute, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to mention, myself and Gray, we both got through 12 words in that time span, so I'm not sure if you guys caught on to that. So, hopefully we'll add some more words, and this adds a little fun game for us, maybe a fun game for you guys.
And I might give you a hint, one of them might have been Railcar.
I'm not sure if you guys could guess that one.
Back in my day, we had to fight on the ground.
We are seeing Girthquake on a Reinhardt. What an interesting pick on Eichenwalde.
Ethan getting swapped out for Girthquake on the tank. Girthquake, very fundamental player. He can play all 3 roles at a very, very high level for this beginner team. New person coming in this week, but he's definitely showing why he deserves to be on this team.
Like to see my muscles?
And you love this from Waynesville, seeing that very evenly distributed. We're seeing heavy rotations, giving everyone a chance to thrive and succeed in their own circumstance. And that's why we're seeing Girthquake on a tank role rather than a DPS. And this is really the essence of high school. I really love to see the sportsmanship, man.
100%. Starting this round off, looks like Waynesville starting off strong. Clones coming in on the Pharah. like this guy. Happy birthday to him. His birthday was Saturday. I went to his birthday party. It was a great time. Thank you for the invite, clones. Hopefully you enjoyed your birthday time.
Wow, what an angle the Pharah is taking here, going above the broken house and looking down. Most people do not know that that angle exists because it's a really risky one to take, flying all the way in front of the enemy spawn to shoot down. But hey, when it works, it works.
My ultimate is charging.
Would you like to see my muscles?
Yeah, Waynesville looking like, once again, just not really struggling up against Fox here. They're right on track as they should be. Compared to last match where they were kind of struggling a little bit up against Fox after that reset.
You love to see it. Waynesville and Fox at this point acting like a unity, working all together in perfect unison.
Yeah, 100%. You know, Waynesville came back from a wound. Looks like they're in a wound this fight up against Leprechaun falling down, but the Mauga does come back and fall as well to the Ana.
I don't know if you the audience can tell, but me and Caden here are extremely enthusiastic and riddled with enthusiasm because we are so excited to be broadcasting and given this unique and wonderful opportunity.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mosef. Obviously, thank you to the coaches. And let's get back into it.
Thank you to everyone who made this possible, you know. It's definitely an entitlement that we have being a part of this team. Yeah, but Fox seeming to push in might be able to cap this early point. Girthquake struggling on this Reinhardt. Very rough. character.
Nano.
And Nano. Oh, but the Mauga stomp.
They're looking pretty lazy there, sleeping on the ground. Let's go, Girthquake.
But
what a combo.
You know, Waynesville might have won that fight getting a team wipe. However, Fox did the important thing and they capped that first point, so they're going to have a close spawn. I'm not sure Waynesville knows that quite yet. They're playing out of position like they're getting dressed, you know. They're doing their dressing in the morning.
I don't know if that sense quite makes sense, but hey.
Oh, clones with the 3-piece. Ooh.
Wow, what a ult. Waynesville once again functioning as a conglomerate. They're doing insane things out here.
Yeah. 100%. You know, Fox though coming back as a fixture, you know, light fixture, doing their job.
Leprechaun does have ult. This is what you like to see. And Reinhardt, Girthquake are one of our personal favorites here. Has Shatter once again. Hey, Fox is really putting in that good work right now, though.
that they are. Coming back once again. I think they like this escort. You know, that this seems to be their strong point.
I would agree, Caden. Like they're always capping point. Always there's very rarely a second wasted.
Yeah, that's what makes Overwatch so different from every other game. You know, every round is something new. You know, you may like it or you may hate it. It's just the truth. You know, every round is something different. It makes the game fun to watch, I think, and it is fun to play like that. Leprechaun doing a lot to shut down this Reaper. I see that a lot from Fox. Fox strictly playing that Reaper. Fox seems to have a list of characters who they like.
A flying shadow. Oh my gosh. What a play made by the Girthquake.
Yeah, you know, living up to his name, creating Girthquakes. Ooh, what a shadow there.
Hey, 5 on the Richter scale. What can we say?
Oh my goodness gracious. Well, Fox coming back here was 2 minutes.
Once again has another ult. We talked about previously today how cyclable these ults are getting, and it's truly insane.
Yeah, these DPS from Waynesville, you know, you sub out one and you're like, I wonder which one, you know, is going to come up to the job, and every single one of them keep to be stepping over each other, you know, getting better and better every time that they come in. You know, it's hard to say who's doing the most when they're all doing everything.
And Fox here is really marching it down. They're making step by step, inch by inch, yard by yard, and point by point.
I would say they're more of creeping. They seem to be kind of at a standstill right now. But they're definitely still trying, and that's what we like to see. Good sportsmanship coming out from both teams.
And we're coming to the conclusion of this match with a Wild, 50 seconds left. What is going to happen here? Are we going to see a more triumphant end for Fox, or are we going to see Waynesville once again putting a stop to it? It's an immovable object versus an unstoppable force here.
Yeah, what all are you going to do up against this? Fox seems to be a little bit discombobulated. I like that word. I think that's a funny word. But I'm not sure what Fox has left. A bunch in their tank. You know, they don't have a lot of ultimates. They just got to rely on getting kills. Even fight here. One support down for each team. 4v4. Clones is getting absolutely dominated by this Moira. She's not necessarily doing her job. She's doing the DPS's job, but it's working out for them. Fox getting nearly a team kill, almost killing Leprechaun.
Wow. What a team wipe coming from Fox. We talked about the triumph here. We are going into overtime, and they have made so much distance up until this point. I think Waynesville might have to go back to the drawing board. Now Fox has adapted to whatever is happening and putting in a...
Oh,
what a massive shot! Oh my goodness, Girthquake.
Girthquake, really putting in that work. Girthquake, on no matter what role, he is the turning point for this team. I have to say it. You know,
right now, he is looking like a prime gladiator in the Coliseum arena, doing insane things. If we look, 26, 6, and 3 with 12,000 damage, almost 6,000 more than the next.
Hey, he's coming for my spot, that's for sure. Sailing over as a sailor into my spot, coming for that experienced team. I'm a little bit nervous over here.
You might have to start begging, start praying that Girthquake doesn't come for that experienced varsity spot, and he might be able to do it.
Yeah, who knows? You know, I'm loving this talent, this competition. Competition makes everyone better, so I can't complain about it in the slightest.
Every soldier needs a cause.
I know sometimes, you know, I really appreciate the audience once again. I know sometimes it feels like I'm giving a sermon, just like really nailing down on the nail's head, beating around the bush. But I just really want to say how much we love and appreciate every viewer.
There goes our 10 words again. We're out of words. Soon the dictionary is going to be out of words for us.
Hey, this is what you love to see.
Right or wrong. I'm gonna
And
Yeah.
are we looking at the same comp? I believe we are.
I mean, it worked out for Waynesville. Sure, Fox might have capped. It might not be an utter domination. It works. Eggshells, though, on the Alari, I really like that character, that ultimate, really good chain, the damage, because you can damage while your pylon heals for you. Very fundamental, very different from all the supports. Oh, Lou getting an early pick on Eggshells with the Torb pick. What an interesting character. You know, we're just talking about the pylon from Alari, but the turret from Torb kind of shutting down the Pharah, but doing double damage. It's almost like having 6v5. Very struggle here. However, it is a 4v4. Leemy getting a good kill. Leemy seems to be doing a lot of damage here out in the support role. Very, very good damage. Very balancing on it well. Clones, once again, though. Girthquake killing the tank. Clones going in crazy. Girthquake supporting Clones. I'm liking this combo from Clones and Girthquake. They seem to be working very well together. Leprechauns going in on flanks. Leemy is supporting the Girthquake on the Ana. And then Clones is just playing in that high ground on that air. Like, what do you do?
There's really nothing you can do, man.
Not to mention eggshells, you know, the pylon. If you throw that pylon on cart, you can help your team out exponentially, you know. Plus
Wow.
the headshot.
Wow. What a fire strike once again coming from Girthquake. I think that was a five-man and a pylon fire strike. We're like, he gained so much ult charge from that, and he's about to get another shatter.
Yeah. That fire strike was almost like a spear going down into Fox territory.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty dehydrated right now. I might need a little bit of water before I go on commentating.
You know, we're going to Panera after this. Unfortunately, Panera doesn't have any ice cream for me, but that would hydrate pretty well, wouldn't you say?
I would agree. We are seeing ice cream being made by Clones right here about that with this ult, about to turn everyone to mush.
Cooking up with some charcoal in the kitchen.
That's what you love to see.
Yeah. This Mauga, though, a very calculated play, flanking in on that on the Pharah, taking him out. Tree coming in from Fox, giving
Wow.
that extra healing.
Leprechaun looking like a surgeon with surgical precision. What accuracy we see coming out of Waynesville.
Yeah, however, the whole team's critical. Nano coming
Wow!
What a
Nano shatter
again.
and he's swinging. He's swinging.
He's swinging out there. Waynesville looking real strong out here. They're looking like a marble rolling down a hill. Can't be stopped. Just accelerating overtime, getting better and better as each fight goes on.
I think we're really thriving here is with Girthquake's fire strikes. He's always able to strike. He's always able to have such good accuracy with those fire strikes. You better hope the enemies aren't flammable, because that is what is fueling his ult every single time. Is those accurate fire strikes that are making Fox just diceable.
Yeah. Oh, a 4-piece Reaper ult from Fox.
What a
Whoa.
crazy play coming from
What a
Shadowmaste.
play. Looking like some calcium out there, making the bones stronger for Fox team. You ever make sure you guys drink your milk, make sure your bones strong, and don't snap like
Some would
mine.
say he is the backbone of this team right now. He is 16 and 12 with 5,000 damage.
But that Moira, 21 and 11, 6k damage,
Wow.
and 11k healing. Wow. Most healing in the lobby, and very, very high damage. But Girthquake, 17k damage. What do you do up against that? So strong. Alright, looks like we're in last fight territory for Waynesville here. Very much so could clutch this up.
I really like our tank skin out here. It looks like a lithium axe. It looks pretty incredible.
Yeah, 100%. Once again, another list of words done by me and Gray. We're doing really good out here. Wait, Fox is also doing really good out here, stopping Waynesville. This is what I like to see. Very, very good game. 2 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock for Waynesville. Doesn't have a whole lot to push, but it can be hard to push you. You can just hit a point where you don't know what to do anymore. You could swap as many times, but Fox, they might have found their groove, you know, jamming out to the song that they're playing. We do have the Pharah ult, the Shatter, and the Ilario. Those could be some huge combos and just win them this fight. Therefore, winning them the game for Waynesville. I'd like to see some big combos coming out. Malga found out of position, Clones, and the entire team capitalizing on him. Clones getting that final pick. This is what Waynesville needs to push in here. A minute and 38 seconds. Looks like Waynesville's found their groove again. Coalescence ult gets shut down by Eggshell's Ilario, Captive Sun. The Shatter gets put down by the Grip. Doesn't hit anybody. What a difference compared to these 5-man shadows that we've been seeing from before. However, he does get nanoed, and he gets 2 kills. Although maybe not final blows, he gets 2 kills.
Wow, what a pin.
However, Priya coming out from Fox, they're trying everything they can. The support's putting in that
And
damage.
Clone still has a ult to cycle.
Still does. I mean, what a play. Waynesville, Girthquake up falls, though, with Clones left as the last one standing. Is he going to be able to do it? Unfortunately not. 50 seconds left.
Coming down to the wire. Fox, with their backs against the wall, they know this is their last stand. They need to secure this point and not let Waynesville push any farther.
I'd like
Stay in
to
the
see
game.
going into a Game 4. We haven't seen a Game 4 out of the Experienced or the beginner team yet. I'm hoping to see a Game 4. Lee.
Wow.
Oh, that Moira Orb. Oh my goodness. It's so frustrating. Reaper killing. Full support's down for Waynesville. 20 seconds left on the clock. Clone's trying desperately to use his ultimate to get a kill, but doesn't find anyone.
They have to touch soon. They have 15 seconds left to make a play.
Oh no. What is Waynesville going to do? On the Diva instead of the Ryan, going into that touch and going into that Matrix, trying to take down all the shots from the Malga. Girthquake going into the touch. Looks like he's going to fall with no supports, though. And no supports, it's hard to stay alive for a long time. The team capitalizes. Reaper ult getting 1 kill and the pylon. Fox? Oh my gosh, they clutched it up.
Backs against the wall, and they did perform.
They made their last stand, and they made it well. But I got to say, Waynesville put in work. Good healing out there. Girthquake almost hitting 20,000 damage. Clones, not to mention 15,000. Play the game by Girthquake. If I were to guess, this is his 5-man chatter. Oh, here it is. No, maybe not, but wow, he's doing a lot out here. Getting these kills. 4 kills. And about to be the 5th one. What a play. wow, he's looking strong, but unfortunately, not strong enough. You know, I'm at a loss of words. Waynesville tried their hardest, but Fox, they found what they needed, and they went with it. They took off. They are accelerating the whole time, getting better and better, and that allowed them to win that game. You know, if I was Fox, no matter how this series ends up, that's a victory in my books.
Hey, mine as well. When you know you can perform under that type of pressure, knowing this is my last chance to move on, I have to stop this push or we cannot win. And they delivered.
That they did. Well, you know, I'm glad to say that we're coming into a game 4. It may be, you know, unfortunate that we're coming into a game 4, but I'm glad to see this new game mode coming in. More of this competitive spirit coming in from both teams. I mean, like, I have nothing to complain about in these matches. Very good. But going into push, new Queen Street Ban, this is a brand new game mode to all you viewers. So, how this game mode works, Esperanza Ban, we have a bot who, when the team stands by kind of close to Escort, he moves and pushes the barrier. Each team has a barrier, and they have to get past each other. So, if Waynesville's at 80 meters, but Fox is at 90, Fox wins the match. It's a 10-minute match. Both teams trying to push the bot and their barrier as far as they can. There's a checkpoint in between changing spawn points. Also, it might be called the butt scratch, as professional commentators say, so maybe we'll get that in there.
And I know my co-host can kind of talk in Overwatch slang. So in layman's terms, it's kind of like reverse tug-of-war. You are trying to push it to the enemy side, and that is your goal, to push it all the way to their side, and the opposite is true for the other team.
Yep. Great way of putting that, Gray. All right. The pick, Colosseo. Going into that gladiator arena vibe that Gray was talking about earlier. I like this map. This map just got a rework, actually. Tweaking some of this maps to make it a little bit better. I don't have a whole lot to complain about this map choice. Runasapi is very new. It's the newest map in the game right now. I wouldn't have picked it myself. And I think Fox was kind of betting, or actually Waynesville would have been banning after losing that match. Waynesville was probably betting, hey, they're not going to pick Runasapi, you know. And Fox kind of was like, yeah, we're not going to pick that. Kind of mutual understanding by both teams.
And Colosseo is known for the awesome Widowmaker plays. And once again, if we look at Thursday performances, we can see a Captain CSN on the Widowmaker.
That we can.
Do you think we will see a Widowmaker in this match today?
You know, I don't know if I've seen our Waynesville beginner team on the Widowmaker pick ever during practice or in previous games, but so I'm going to say no for Waynesville, but Fox very well could. You know, we've never seen them before, so potentially out of nowhere.
And we are about to get into it. We are seeing a Bastion, a Ashe, a Ana, a Mercy, and a JQ. We are seeing that Mach Speed loves this JQ.
Returning into the game. Neko also returning into the game. No longer on Reaper, though, on the Ashe.
This is very rare you see Neko off the Reaper.
Yeah.
How do we think he's going to perform in a situation like this?
I got full faith in everyone on this team. We were talking about him not being on Reaper. Guess what he just swapped to?
Reaper?
He did just swap to Reaper.
Wow. Could have guessed.
And then the Bastion as well. Strong character, high damage from everyone. With the Mercy pocket for that damage boost. This could be really tough for Fox here. Girthquake back on the DPS.
I think what I really enjoy seeing are some of the precision knives thrown by the JQ and just how out of position a JQ can make your team and how vulnerable she can make you. As an experienced JQ entrepreneur like yourself, Caden, what is your opinion on the character?
I mean, the character is by far my favorite, most fun character to play. You know, if I'm going for a character who's good and fun, that's what I'm going for. You know, like you said, out of position, high damage with the shotgun, the bleed to help keep yourself alive. Obviously, that bleed wasn't enough for Mach Speed as he falls down early in this match. Let's see what team's going to prevail here with each team being down one character, but I think that JQ being down is a little bit harder to come back from. You know, Waynesville does have the Mercy for the res. Looks like they aren't going to be needing it, though, with the Reaper cleaning up crew and the Ana Archer back in the game. You guys heard Archer coming out for the interview. Back in the game, though.
And they are now on Orisa. So what's your opinion on why did the Orisa, the transitional pick from the JQ to the Orisa?
Well, JQ has very low health for a tank. So Malga doing the high damage, it's hard to play into that. You know, it requires a lot of skill, a lot of endeavor.
Wow, what a javelin.
Maybe Mock Speed hasn't done that before, so he went back to his tried and true.
And back to talking about Neko. Wow, he already has ult. What an insane play that can happen. So far, we've seen insane ults coming from Neko. And we have another starring guest.
Yeah, we're here with Leprechaun, the former DPS in those last few matches, no longer in for the match. How'd you feel about your performance?
Very bad on Echo. I'm not gonna lie, very bad on Echo.
Yeah, I mean, I liked your Echo, but unfortunately it might not have just been enough, you know. That's why we have other teammates to sub in. How are you feeling about this new Ox, so to speak, you know?
What do you mean?
They're coming in strong, you know. First map, it was a struggle for them. You guys did really, really well. But now, they even won a round.
I honestly think that we could have done better, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean,
Wasn't it?
And that's what you like to see coming out of Waynesville, a humble king. He himself did extremely well. But now we need to focus on the game at hand and not the games in the past.
well, thank you, Leprechaun, for joining us in for that quick little interview. Let's get back to the game.
We are seeing Neko switch to a hit scan. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, Girthquake falls to himself, actually, with that nade. Very dangerous. You know, Ethan, Mock Speed, back onto the the Junker Queen. With his team dead, he's got to back up here, and this is an even game. This is really, really high intensity.
What a play! Mock Speed saw the TP predicted by the Reaper and then axed and knife. Although wasting a few cooldowns and didn't get the kill there, he did have an expert idea, and that's what you love to see. Ideas like this can make and break certain fights.
And that's why he's team captain. You know, ideas like that is exactly what we need. Neko on the tour. New character, Neko and Mock Speed seem to be struggling a little bit on how are they going to deal with this, so to speak, new Fox coming out. So Girthquake going back to tried and true on the Leprechaun. Archer coming out on Brig. We're looking like a whole new Waynesville out here too. New Fox versus new Waynesville. What's gonna be the play here? Mock Speed coming out with the ultimate.
He did tap 2 there with it. That's what you like to see. That's a pretty good ult.
Yeah, this is high intensity. You know,
I think Waynesville right now, although we hate to see it, is struggling to some extent because we are.
what were you saying?
Oh, anyway, my bad. We had some outside interruptions by the Rocket League co-hosts. Back to what I was saying. We are seeing Waynesville struggle to some extent. Neko has now switched 3 or 4 characters in the past few minutes, so it's showing a little bit of struggle. However, you know, hey, we're here to pull it out. We are currently at 48% compared to their 86.
Yeah,
Got this.
I mean, Reaper, another big ultimate. You know, it may not have been that 4-piece that it once was, but it's a 2-piece. Leemybug left the game. Looks like Leemybug had to go home, so unfortunately you guys won't be seeing any more of Leemy. Leemy played really well. I mean, you know, great job from Leemy. But we're coming back here. Stats-wise, we seem to be on par, if not doing a little bit better than Fox. It's just hard to say why we're losing. I think Fox has just learned to play really well together. You know, Waynesville, a little bit new of a team this year. Maybe they don't know how to play together.
And now we see the Rally come out. I personally am a real fan favorite of mine is Rally.
Yep, Girthquake getting that tire again. Once again, 1 kill. Fundamentals. ladies and gentlemen. Fundamentals. All you need in this game. Yeah.
I think push is really about constant pressure, man. We still have 3 minutes and 50 seconds. You can turn this game around so easy. You just have to constantly apply pressure, constantly push that robot, constantly force the enemies to back up and get those essential eliminations.
Yeah. Last year, the experienced team were down 9 meters to 127 meters. It was rough. But hey, we came back and we won that game, actually. So if we can do that, our beginner team can do that 100%. Looks like they already won a fight. Maybe they just need to continue this. They need to find how to deal with this Mauga in this push game mode. This Mauga, high intensity. He may not have been as great in the other game modes, but this game mode with that Moira getting 2 kills. This is what I was talking about. This Moira is doing high damage. These buffs, like we were talking about earlier, it's hard to deal with. Like, what do you do? We're sitting on the edge of our seats over here, ladies and gentlemen. So
We are really intently focused, seeing Fox really turn this around. Got really close at the second round, and then out of nowhere, now they're winning. Now they're almost in the lead for this third round, and it might go into a 4th game.
I think you mean a 5th game. Moxspeed killing Lou. Moxspeed's definitely doing his best to get as many kills as he can, but dude, our Reaper ultimate once again getting 3 picks. Like, that ultimate is just doing so much. He is cycling so many ultimates. He's cycling faster than Girthquake, who in that first match we saw was cycling at insane speeds. This is absurd.
Absurd to say the least. We're just seeing constant ult cycles. It's becoming an ult v ult type game mode. And once again, Girthquake already has a tire again. Girthquake with 2. Can he go for the 3rd? Essential plays. Neko back on the Reaper. Tried and true.
Yeah, I mean, once again, fundamentals versus fundamentals here. What's gonna go on here? How is Waynesville gonna win this?
We're
Waynesville
seeing a pretty strong push right here.
coming out on the Ramatra.
I think that might be the difference. This Ramatra might be able to change the game. I believe that Moxspeed has incredible potential, up-and-coming star, potential varsity prospect on this Ramatra.
Yeah, you know, this character can take so much damage. I'm at a loss of words for how good this character is, but the Mauga taking in that 1v1, but Lifeweaver coming in out of nowhere. Where's this Lifeweaver from? Ripping him out, but he decides to get back in there. He says, nah, I'd win.
And he is, in fact, winning.
Yeah.
He's on that Reaper. He's very well isolating that solo character. And now Mauga dead as well. They are now making the moves that they need to make to win. They have 35 seconds left, and they are pushing that payload. This will come down to the wire, ladies and gents.
Yeah. This is a close game. 25 seconds left. 1 team fight for Fox, and that's game over. Early tire coming out. Girthquake getting an early pick. Getting 2 early picks.
That's what you like to see.
This is what they need. Waynesville coming back. 30 meters left to go with 10 seconds left on the clock. If they step off cart for too long, or if they lose this team fight, it is wraps.
And what an advantage this Mercy now has for Waynesville.
In that case, we would not go to a game 5 due to time restrictions. You know, these students have a life, as much as you couldn't believe it. They are still students. They still have other responsibilities outside of it.
Wow.
Wow.
A 2-piece coming from Neko and Girthquake getting assist on both.
No tank left. This is just up to the DPS and supports. Are they going to win, or are they...
Girthquake is delivering. He got another pick. This is it for the win, and he has concussion mines to push away.
Yep, he was struggling at the very beginning.
Point.
Coming in on point out of nowhere. Reaper ultimate, getting 2 picks. Oh
it's
my
over.
goodness. Fox wins that game, leaving it to a 2-2. Ladies and gentlemen, if we weren't out of time, we'd be going to a game 5. But unfortunately, these students have other responsibilities. And so we will not be going to a game 5, and this will be left as a draw.
Wow. What a set of games. We said we love the competition, and now we are seeing peak competition. Coming down to the absolute wire. and Fox pulling out. Well, we're seeing an insane level of ult usage coming from both sides.
This first play of the game from Fox. 2 ultimates, 5 kills. That's great fundamentals there. Yep. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys really enjoyed. We're sorry for the delays, the cutbacks, and everything wrong that happened. I'm Caden, your host.
This is Gray Landreth, and we hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.
Yep. Make sure to like and subscribe, and